Alright, I'm back. Well, this is the end of the year video. First, I'd like to start off by saying I really appreciate everybody that's watched my videos. I really appreciate the people that have subscribed to my videos, which shocks me. When I started making the videos, I never figured anybody would watch them, and basically I was just documenting what I plan on doing, the building of the house, the clearing of the land, and I figured just family members would be watching. I never expected to get the subscribers that I do have, so I'm really blessed with that. I know I make junk videos, but I don't have time to learn to edit, or do I want to spend hours editing when I could be doing something else. So that's why basically all my videos are director cuts. And again, I appreciate everybody that's watched them. Even if you're not a subscriber but you've looked at it, I appreciate it, and thank you very much, people. So this is going to be the end of the video, or the end of the year video. I'll go over what I'm planning on doing, and we'll go from there. I'll try to explain and answer a lot of questions that I haven't been able to answer. The river is really low right now. The neighbor's property across there is just gorgeous. Yeah, some big boulders down here. I don't know if they're showing up. But this is my Waterloo for next year. This tree here. It stretches all the way across the river there, and it's going to wipe out my neighbor's trees there. So I have to figure out how this bad boy is going to come down. It looks like it's going to have to be topped. I don't know if I'd like to give it a try, but we'll see. So this area down here, if you've watched my past videos, you've seen where I've eliminated a lot of trees trying to open this up, and what I have to do now is still remove a lot of trees and some stumps that I wasn't able to get to this year, and try and level it off. And I'd like to get grass growing down there. I have plans for that in the future. I want to build a little village for grandkids, where they can come have like a little village. A western town is going to make it. 'Cause basically that's what I grew up watching, westerns, and I've always liked the looks of the towns. And we're going to take a walk over to the hill, and I'll try to go more in depth on what I plan on doing. Keep in mind that everything I say today is subject to change. I've already changed the plans a couple times. So over the winter I plan on making a model of the house. I made one before, but it was a totally different house, and I left it up here and over the winter, and the mice got into it, and they decided to move in and just destroyed it. Alright, so the house. Right now, the house is going to be 46 feet wide, 40 feet deep. Master bedroom over here. Right behind it is going to be the master bathroom. Walk-in closet back there. Bedroom there. Bathroom. Bedroom. And the kitchen and the living room are going to be wide open. The bedroom is going to be 15 feet wide. So 15. So it's going to be 46. Somebody do the math. I think it works out to be about 31 feet maybe for the living room area. And it's going to be in-floor heating, radiant floor heating. And the building, or the house, is going to be built out of ICF, insulated concrete forms. There's quite a few different manufacturers of different types of them. I don't want to go in too in depth. It's kind of hard to explain, other than saying if you take 3 cinder blocks and you put them side by side lengthwise, that would make up one section of the styrofoam. building block, and then what they do, they put re-rod in it, and then they fill it up with concrete, and you start off with an R value of 30 on it. So that's what I plan on doing. And after the house gets built, then the hill is all going to come and rest up against the hill, against the house. And the house is going to be basically buried on 3 sides. And the front of the house, overlooking the land, is going to be door walls and windows. And I plan on putting in storm shutters, hurricane shutters like they have in Florida. So if we could leave the house, we can lock the place up. And if it's a bad winter, we just shut the shutters and lock ourselves in, basically. And should be able to heat the place with just about a candle. It's going to be so insulated. I'm going to have metal roof on top, skylights, because there aren't going to be any windows. So I'm saving money on brickwork or aluminum siding or vinyl siding on the outside of the house. I'm saving a lot of money on the windows, because there won't be any windows. It's all going to be skylight. And the roof is going to be made out of metal. That way there, I don't have to worry about a fire. Starting from the outside of the building. Inside of the building, I'm thinking about putting a sprinkler system in there. And I'll run that off my river for the sprinkler, operate the sprinkler system. That's something I'm thinking about. It would be nice. And yeah, like I say, subject to change. Right now we're going with a ranch style house. But we may end up with a little walkout underneath. But if I do that, then I'm going to have to put an elevator in. Oh, the other thing, the house is going to be built for a handicap accessible. The way of the future is going to be homes that are already pre-made, pre-set up for handicapped people. Because we're all getting old, and we're just an accident away from being a handicapped person. So all the doors are going to be 36 inches wide, and they're going to be pocket doors. And I'm also kind of thinking I may put a push button on it, so they're motorized, which would probably be nice if you're in a wheelchair. All the appliances will be handicap accessible. Instead of the ovens where the door comes down like that, I'm going to use the style where the doors open up like this, so you can get next to the oven with your wheelchair or walker, whatever you happen to be using at the time. And I figure resale. Basically everything I have is for sale, or everything I do is for resale. That way there, the house will be set up for a handicapped person, and they won't have to do a thing to it. That opens up my selling market, which I'll never sell it, but people, whoever inherits this property, if they ever decide to sell it, it's already going to be set up for a handicap. They won't have to do anything. And usually people just don't think about getting old, I guess. Now the sand. I hope I answered a lot of questions about the hill. I still have to go back probably another 10 feet that way, and good 20 feet this way here. I want to make it safe as possible for the workers so they don't get a cave in. But as you see, that's a avalanche there. It doesn't really go that far, and I'm not really worried about getting buried on it, because it'll stop at a certain point. All right, now the sand. I don't know if you haven't watched my video in the past. All this area over here has all been moved from that hill. Now I know it's not showing up very well here, but we're probably about 12 feet above the ground down there. And it's starting to, the weeds are starting to grow, which is holding the hill together. All my lumber I got to get rid of, but that's not going to happen this year. I'm just about done. Cold weather's setting in and starting to mess with my arthritis. So we take a walk down my, I call it my land bridge. And this is what I've been doing this year, moving all that sand. Thank God I got someplace to put all this stuff. But I figured rather than just keep building on the property, keep building this part here out, because I plan on as it stands right now, there's going to be a gazebo where all that wood is. So that's one of the plans there. And this one here, my land bridge, I'm taking this back into the other part of my property. And basically it's just something to do, someplace to put the sand. But the other thing is, I plan on putting another gazebo down here. I want to go, when we get around the corner here. And I could have gone straight, but I tried to give this thing a little character. I got high spots, low spots, and that was intentional. Now my only other concern is I've got all this hill area here and the runoff from the rain. I'm going to have to figure out how a way to divert that to go around this hill. But this is how far I've gone now, and I was hoping, I don't know if you can see that, the thicker tree. I plan on getting that far this year, but I'm about 50 feet short of that. So that didn't work out, but I'm not unhappy with it. And that area over there, probably about another 75 feet, 100 feet, that's where I plan on starting to enlarge this land bridge, and that's where another gazebo will go. I've got all those, a lot of trees on the other side there where I cut the grass. I don't know if that's showing up, but I have to get in there and clean that out, open up the property. But this is basically the view when I'm walking back to the barn. And I have to come in here. I got so far cleaning and just too many things to do and not enough time, obviously. So I got a lot of trees here that have to come down. I want to take everything about 4 inches in diameter. I want to get rid of, get some sunlight back here, get some tree or grass growing, so on and so forth. Just open this place up. But this is what I've been doing, and I just want to again thank everybody that's watched my videos, and especially my heart goes out to you if you watch my videos all the way through. Husband one, bless his heart, he watches all my videos all the way through, and I really appreciate it. I watch all his. As a matter of fact, I watch everybody's video all the way through. I figure if you took the time to make it, the least I could do is watch it, even if it's not something that I'm really involved in or interested in, but I'll show you the courtesy. And like I say, I'll show you my rocks, some of my rocks. These don't compare to a lot of the people out there. But this is my little rock pile here, and this is my carry-all. In one of my videos I showed you how this thing here operates. But I decided to move all my rocks behind the barn. I was just getting too many in front, and I have a lot more to get. So that's why they're there now. But all my videos are director cuts. Like I said earlier, I don't want to sit there and spend hours editing something. And so I really appreciate you, everybody that's watches my videos. Really really surprised. Things I've done to my tractor this year, if I can remember what I've done this year. My radiator guard, expanded metal, I made a video on that. I added my axe holder. My loppers fit in there also when I take the axe out. And obviously that's my chainsaw holder. And my tools, or my chains on this side. My lights. And there's a backup camera. I don't know if it's showing up there. I'll talk about that in just a second here. Alright, my camera. I put the backup camera in here because I hurt my shoulder earlier in the year, and it was just too hard to turn around and see what was going on when I was using my finish mower backing underneath trees and that. So I installed a backup camera. And then my forks, God, I really like my forks. I use them a lot. Matter of fact, if you're thinking about buying a tractor and you're not sure if you want that quick disconnect up front, do some thinking about what implements you're going to be using. I use that between my loader and my forks. I got to say, 3 times a day that I use the tractor, I'm interchanging the two, and that is just a blessing to use. So it's worth the money to me. I would suggest, if you're thinking about buying a tractor and you're wondering if you should get the quick disconnect, stop and think about what you're going to be doing. If you're not going to be taking your bucket off a lot, then you save yourself your $400 or $500 or whatever it is. But if you're going to be changing between the bucket and that, then you definitely want to get that. It just makes it so much easier. And people have asked how my radiator hose is holding up. Well, I have over 300 hours on it, and it's not melting one bit at all. I'm really pleased with that. I made a video on that. It's, I believe I can't remember the name of the video, but if you go to my channel, you can find it. What I found out is the front, I put a camera up there. It's kind of a joke. I was laughing when I was installing the camera up front here. I should have picked up but I have a camera. I hope that's showing up right there. And as I'm installing, I'm kind of laughing, more or less thinking this is a joke, putting it there. But I tell you, after I put it on there and I started watching it, I use that camera there when I do my digging with my loader, and also when I'm using my pallet forks. I can see underneath, I can see where I'm going. I did a video on mounting the camera in front, which will explain or show it better. But I tell you what, when I get on the tractor, I turn that on. The first thing I do is turn that on after I start the tractor. And I find myself using it more and more, and it's just a nice thing to have. I know it sounds like a joke putting the cameras on tractors and that, but I'll tell you what, I'm really liking it. And I guess that's just going to be it. But again, I really appreciate everybody that watches my videos, and I hope you have a good year. This is going to be probably my last filming. It's getting cold up here, so and I got to shut the barn down and that. And again, I appreciate you watching my videos and your comments and everything. It's been really nice. I've met a lot of nice people, a lot of people that really would be nice to meet in person, but everybody's spread all over the world, so it's kind of hard to do. And again, thank you very much, and as always, my videos are free. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your new year.